Everybody, Circon here. Today with another Q&A video. Like I said last week, send me in questions in the comment section below. Same for this video. If you want to ask me any questions, leave the questions in this comment section, not in other comment sections of Replaycast or anything like that. I mean, you can ask some stuff there, but if you really want, you know, somewhat longer answers, not just a YouTube comment answer, leave me in the video below. Anyway, let's get right into it. So Mr. MLG Jesus. Nice name. It says Q&A. Why is there no more Dream Team with the other streamers slash YouTubers? I missed that. Don't we all? So basically what happened was, back in the day, you had 10 companies where you could play 15 on 15, but there was a limited amount of points you could spend, which meant that you were, I think, it was like a 10 versus 10 or something. There was like, I think 60 points at tier 6. And they called it medium 10 companies or something like that. But these days, that mode is just, I don't even think it's there anymore. And if it still is, it's not being played at all. It basically got replaced by team battles, which is 7 versus 7. It's kind of the esportsy competitive mode. And that lends itself way less for the whole Dream Team stuff than the 10 companies. So basically, Wargaming killed it. But on the other hand, the last, I think, 2 iterations of the Dream Team, the only opposition we had was like 2 or 3 teams or something, so it kind of was less fun as well. So, kind of, you know, kind of killed off that way, really. Otherwise, we'd still be doing it once every month or once every 2 months or something like that, I'm pretty sure. Chris Skinner says, hey, Circon, what made you install World of Tanks? I was just bored, dude. At the time, I only had PlayStation 3 and a Mac laptop, and I was I was just looking for games to play on the laptop. And being a student, I didn't have a lot of money, so I was looking for free to play games. And there was this site that had this is gonna sound really weird, like they have Mac, as in Macintosh, wrappers, which basically made games playable on the Mac. Through some like third party, I think it was called Wine or something. Basically, somebody made that for World of Tanks, so World of Tanks would work alongside a whole host of other games. But I decided to try World of Tanks out just on a whim, just to see what it was about, and I really liked the gameplay, and it all went from there, really. So unlike, I think a lot of people get into World of Tanks because they like tanks and stuff like that, and like the history and stuff like that. For me, really, it was just you know, it looks cool, gameplay is nice, continue playing it, enjoy it. You know, there's nothing really quite like World of Tanks, especially at the time, there was nothing like it. And yeah, so I just started playing purely out of like, oh, free to play, let's see what it's about, end up playing it, and then end up streaming it as well. So I have no real cool story or anything like that. It's just literally purely by accident installing like 3 or 4 free-to-play games, and this one kind of stood out, and that's basically where we are now. So nowadays I'm a lot more interested in like tanks and stuff. I always thought the Great War and the Second World War were like fascinating to me, at least, like documentaries and stuff like that, but I was never really like, oh yeah, tanks or something like that. So but yeah, that's kind of what made me install World of Tanks, just free to play, and I was a student, had no money. Which is funny, because I ended up buying like 1 billion premium tanks within like a 3 months time period, which includes the Type 59 and Type 62. So there you go. I also bought like a Yak 88 and a T44 and a Leuven. Dude, I spent way too much money on it. Yeah, at the time. Anyway, next question. DFWTF. DF what the fuck? Or something, I don't know. Have you met Fush before? I thought you did, but I'm not sure. Yes. We met 2 or 3 times? 2 times at least. At Gamescom. So yeah, in Germany we met up. I never been to Fosh, and he's not been here yet. And he's also not been to Thankfest, because he was busy celebrating his birthday and stuff. So I don't know if he will be there next year, but... And we're not going to Gamescom this year. So, I don't know. I might go to I might go to Latvia at some point because it seems like a pretty cool country to go on a holiday on because it doesn't seem too expensive once you get there. You just get a flight there, and then everything in Latvia itself doesn't seem to be that expensive for somebody living in the Netherlands. So I don't know. I might visit at some point. Might do some streams from there or something. That'd be kind of cool, actually. Stephen Neal asks, Circon, do you see yourself still playing World of Tanks in 5 years, or are you reaching a tipping point now that you have virtual everything researched and are free marketing tech? Would a rework through the sandbox give you a fresh start? Do I still see myself playing World of Tanks in 5 years? Probably. There's other games I've played for 10 years, like World of Warcraft. And the formula of World of Warcraft hasn't really changed much in 10 years at its core. And I think World of Tanks at its core will also not change. So yeah, I can see myself playing World of Tanks 5 years, easy. Do I see it become less popular? Maybe. It kind of depends what they do. Like, if they do a whole rehaul with graphics and stuff as well, which they'll probably end up doing. Or maybe a World of Tanks 2.0, or maybe World of Tanks with modern tanks. They're probably going to do all of that at some point. But yeah. And the second part was, would a rework of the sandbox give you a fresh start? It depends how much of a rework is actually going to go on the live server. I mean, they're trying a lot of crazy shit right now. I'm not really a fan of the direction they're heading in. And I feel like they kind of have a knee-jerk reaction right now. Where suddenly it's like, alright, let's do big changes. So, I'm a little bit worried in that respect. But I don't even think Wargaming can fuck it up that much that I won't play it ever again. Yeah. I mean, hopefully. And I've been free marking stuff and just doing random shit for the last year or so. Where we only had the Japanese heavy in the Skodas with 2 tech trees in like a year or so. Or at least it feels like a year. So. But yeah, the whole free marking thing is just a way to keep myself busy and entertained. Whilst streaming, you know. I could stream World of Tanks and just, just stream and whatever. But the third mark kind of gives you a purpose, you know. So I've been doing that in the last, 3 months or so. I think we're up to like 30 plus third marks. I haven't really counted them. I think I'm at like 35, 36, 37 or something like that. Something along those lines, I think. I might have to count them. But yeah, I can still see myself playing in 5 years. And if we work, would be nice. I would also like to see Wargaming try a modern tank game. I know there's Armored Warfare. And I know that... Well, I know. My guess would be that World of Tanks pushed a lot of updates and works a lot harder because of Armored Warfare. So if anything, we got Armored Warfare to thank for that for sure. So Raylag asked, I might have missed this. If so, I apologize. Circon, are you looking forward to Battlefield 1? And if so, do you plan to play it on stream when it launches? Yes, hell yes, yes. For those that know, I still play Battlefield 2, Bad Company, both the normal and the Vietnam DLC, on a pretty regular basis, actually. I was playing it last night as well. And I've been playing a lot of Battlefield 4 recently as well. Kinda as like a preparation thing or something, but I still enjoy that. I really enjoy the Battlefield games. The only one I really did not enjoy is the latest one, which was the Cops and Robbers one. I don't know what it was about that one. I just couldn't get into it at all. I don't know why. I don't know. It's just not my Battlefield, I guess. Battlefield 2 Bad Company is still my favorite. Or Battlefield Bad Company 2, I should say, I guess. That's still my favorite Battlefield, but I enjoy Battlefield 4 and 3. So yeah. And the plan for Battlefield 1 is a lot of Battlefield channels do this. I've been looking into this a little bit. But the first thing that came to mind when I saw Battlefield 1 was like, there was probably going to be some experimental weapons and some weird shit. So it might be cool to do some weird fucking loadouts. And it turns out a lot of people do that. So I'll probably do that as well. Make YouTube only content for Battlefield 1 that is going to be revolving around loadouts. Like, I'm dying to try out. They have like a rocket gun, I think they call it. Like, seriously? I think it's an anti-tank gun. It's like a massive fucking gun. One shot and you have to reload for like 6 hours. So, doing like a whole round, just killing stuff with that would be fucking hilarious if you ask me. So I will probably stream it as well, because as you probably know by now, I have 2 days where I stream different games that are not Brutal Things on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So during launch, it will probably be streamed as well. But I'm actually looking forward to doing YouTube only Battlefield 1 videos with the whole loadout stuff. And I might actually try and record some Battlefield 4 just so I can get my settings right, so I can make it look good. Like a nice 1080p, nice rendered Battlefield 4, and then I can just apply that to Battlefield 1 videos, and we'll be set. So I might do that as like a trial and error thing. I don't think a lot of people are interested in Battlefield 4 right now, but just for myself, I might, see what I can do there. So yeah, really looking forward to it. It's definitely not some for done kind of game. It's still definitely Battlefield, and there seems to be a whole ton of automatic weapons. But it looks very entertaining. It looks really good. I hope it runs just as well as Battlefront did. Battlefront runs super smoothly. And I'm hoping to just, copy paste that engine. So, yeah. Really looking forward to it. It's going to be a lot of fun, I think. Alright, well that just about wraps it up for this Q&A video. It's been a relatively short one, like about 12 minutes or so. In any case, if you have any questions, leave them in the comment section below. Depending on how many questions I get and how, if I don't get duplicates and stuff like that, I will try to do them weekly, but I might not be popular enough, so I might do them every 2 weeks or so. But I will keep doing them because it's fun content. And people are asking for like footage whilst the Q&A stuff is going on. I don't think I'll ever do that. Just leave it on in the background. Play your game. Listen to my voice. Yeah. That's how I always do these things anyway. Like, does anybody really watch Mingles with Jingles? I only listen to Mingles with Jingles. Anyway, that might change in the future, but for now I'm like, we don't need that. Just listen, dude. You don't need footage. Anyway, my name is Mr. Circon. Thank you guys for watching, and peace out.